Alrighty. Of course, I have to itch my ear while right as I turn on the camera. But alrighty, it's time to tear into World 5 of this game, the final world, the world that will kick my ass because it is. I mean, I'm underleveled and I have to go. I have a big hike to the goodies that will make this level a bit more bearable. As we go through our usual loading drama, because yeah, Konami used some very weird I want to emphasize that, some very weird alchemy to put together this game. So, let's see. Oh, god damn it. Well, at least it was bees. But anyway, let's see here, because I want to go into the place that I want to go into is kind of above me, almost directly above me. Of course, it's not a straight path because, video games don't do that. But it's whether or not I'm going to survive the, pardon me, the trip there, because again, these enemies hit like tanks. Is that there that I'm facing, that's where we're going, obviously, since I just made the turn. God. Oh, hey, Turbojet Nitro. It's going good. This is Esper Dream. It's a game for the Famicom Disk System. It's kind of a Zelda clone that leans a bit heavier on the RPG side of things. Yeah, I finally did that. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to do it for widescreen. I'm not going to do it for modern games because I don't want to cut off the image. I'm really whiny. I'm really persnickety about that. I just don't want to mess with the screen image. But yeah, the problem is that this is the final level and the enemies hit like tanks. And they're kicking my ass. So I'm making baby steps towards getting upgrades that I need in this level. Yeah, so when does something not hit like a tank? Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's I mean, cuz it's a good game, but it's one of the later disc system games, so it has a problem. It has a big problem. There's not enough space on the disc to do, you know, you can tell that the space on the disc is limiting just how much stuff they can do with the game. Because, I mean, there's a very small selection of items, like, very small. There's only 5 worlds. This is the hub world here. I mean, it's kind of limited in its size. And, of course, since it's Konami, that's probably part of the reason why the enemies are hard as hell, because, hey, Konami. But, yeah, and this is part of the problem is that I have to switch the disc sides every so often. Because this was translated, like, in 2003 is what the title screen says. But it's still very much on the obscure side. Because the problem with these guys... And the one thing that I really do... Oh, wow. I got, that helped for my Esper. But the one thing that's kind of a pain in the ass is that your weapons, your shots, everything you can... Well, first off, my regular attack doesn't do jack at this point. But the big problem is that any of your attacks can destroy any items that pop up. I think it would qualify as an action RPG. That's what I would qualify it as. You know, again, I consider it very much... I consider it very much as in the Zelda, kind of like a Zelda game. I mean, it's a little bit more... It leans a little bit more towards an actual RPG, since it has actual levels and stats and stuff than any of the classic Zeldas. Because that's the thing. It's I mean, I've had this game on my radar for quite some time. And finally decided to play it. Oh my goodness. What even are these? I don't even know what those things are, those orange things are. And I'm again freaking... And the problem is that the big healing spell doesn't do jack shit. I mean, because... I might as well pause here. Because the thing of it is that that thing called the Angel Arm, it basically revives you from death like a fairy in Link to the Past. The thing of it is, it costs $3,000. In grinding, $3,000, or 3,000 gold, is, it's a bit of a bear. Yeah, $3,000. I mean, it's great, but the thing of it is that I don't want to dip into it to the bosses. I mean, but, which is part of the problem, is that, because, let's see, where my experience, am I going to gain a level soon? Let's see, I've got all my stuff here. Okay, level progression is level 21, because I'm still 1,000 experience away from the next level, according to all my guides and stuff here. The Angel Arm is only something that can only be bought. I mean, because they have, some of the dungeons have, like, money drops. And, again, the enemies drop those little blue purses, which have varying amounts of money. But, yeah, you can only get it there. And it's something else. But the thing of it is that, I might try. I'm gonna be dumb. Especially since Wandering Pup. Oh god. So let's see how I do after this fight. And of course it's fucking these hands. Okay, so. But again, I mean, it fully heals you. So it's really, I mean, it's useful. It's just that the money grind is real in this game. It is over the top real. That's the big problem with the game, is that, I mean, is that the money grind is absolutely an issue. So, let me, before I get attacked, let me pull up my map here. So, where am I going for? So, we're gonna go. And of course, spikes. And they do theoretically drop this football thing that, well, I don't want to do that, do I? Because I'm almost out of juice here. Oh my god, evil pawns. I was about to sound really dumb and just say... Oh shit. Yeah. Because here we go. Because they theoretically... Oh my goodness. Yeah. This is... Yeah, Famicom... I mean, for the disc system, but Famicom, yes. Okay, come on. Where are you? You are probably... Oh no. So, that book that I just picked up, it's called an ESP book. What that does, that's the first of the upgrades in here that I desperately need if I want to survive. That is gonna get my attack here. Oh yeah, I mean, the problem, yeah, they were planning for it. That, you know how on the Toaster NES they have that little compartment, that little mystery port on the bottom of the system? That was where the disc system was supposed to, connect to. But the problem is that they had two big problems. Yeah, the original, yeah. So all of the Toaster NESs had it, except they didn't. They took it out of the top loader, that came out in the late years. But anyway, it had two problems with the disc system. One, there was a lot of piracy almost instantly in Japan. Just of course, because it's a disc. It's disc drives. Disc drives always have piracy. Two is that not very long after the disc system came out, Ghosts and Goblins came out in Japan, and Ghosts and Goblins just has its ROM cartridge size. That was the first game with a ROM cartridge size as large as the same ROM size as a disc system disc could have, and it was all downhill from there. And I mean, especially since within like a year or two, you had double and more on a cartridge, and the limitation to that hard cartridge size, and the fact that you had it in 2 half blocks on top of that, it meant that the disc system just, I mean, Nintendo just, it wasn't worth it for Nintendo of America to bring it to the to the US, even though it was successful enough. I mean, Nintendo only made disc system games for like from 1986 to Super Mario 3 was their big return to cartridges in 1988 in Japan. So it's like there's a big 2-year period where they did it. Like the first 2 Zeldas, Metroid, Kid Icarus, Ice Hockey, you name it, from that period, it was a disc system game. The problem was, of course, is that they just didn't have the resources. Just were not, it just didn't make sense, especially since they were balancing the whole idea of, oh hey, we need to, oh crap. And look at, so picking up that, and here we're gonna show you the angel arm. So that's what the angel arm does. It just flat out, it's almost like a fairy, just it doesn't have the fairy thing. But anyway, that's what this here, if you noticed, now my spell, my B button attack, now that is much stronger. So now I'm in a better position. I mean, I'm gonna have to spend $3,000. I'm out $3,000 because I used an angel arm, but I've got 7, so hopefully things will go better at this point so that I can deal with it. And maybe even make a nice assault for the other big-time item in this place. Okay, so... Oh yeah, I'm tearing through these purple ones like butter with this upgraded spell attack here. That's what they named it. That they named the suit the Devil Armor. I mean, what can you say? Konami just, they just decided we're gonna name it the Devil Armor, and Konami being Konami. I mean, it's not like the US. I mean, it's not like I mean, it's a Famicom game, so it's not like the US where it's like, oh no, can't have a cross in the game. Oh no, can't have a Bible. We gotta name it the Magic Book. I mean, it's just like they don't. I mean, there's multiple religions and they all have multiple stakeholds and in the country, and Christianity is not the top one. So they're like, okay, whatever. I mean, we're talking about Japan, who had from Go Nagai, one of the great creators of manga and anime. I mean, one of his signature works was called Devil Man, and well, it's pretty wild. I've seen the thing. It is, I've seen snippets of it, and I do have it on my list of shows to track down, and it is wild. It is some wild shit. And the funny thing is that it has a spin-off, and it's called, I shit you not, it's called Devilman Lady, and the thing of it is that that is basically, instead of a dude, the star is a lady. Because, I mean, okay, I'm not... Yeah, Japan is just, I mean... They're more chill than us when it comes to certain things. Oh god. Oh shit. Okay. And of course, no football. So, once I get the... Yeah, I mean... It is an interesting name. So, this here, because now I have 9,000. That gave me a full $1,000. So the positive is that, yeah, I used one $3,000 item, but I can go to the town that has it, which is a bit of a trek, but I can go to the town that has it, and I can get 3 more for the one that I used, which is precisely what I'm going to do, because I am getting the hell out of Dodge here, because I am not going to press my luck any further. I will not stop on a whammy. I will not get big bucks. Oh my god. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's heal, let's save, let's get some more. Oh yeah, that's right, I gotta fucking do multiple required fights here. Oh crap, I just destroyed some money. You know what? I think those are squid. Now that I stare at them. Oh! Gained a level. That's what I like to hear. Oh, pardon me. Yeah. So those are my new max hit points and experience and magic points. Well, I mean it's Esper, but it's basically magic. So yeah, I'm pretty sure these might be squid. Okay, so I just got 2 more required fights here. Would be nice if I got some sort of a football game. That would be great. At this, oh shit. Oh. Doesn't hurt that I'm being dumb and I'm walking right into those guys. But let's get out of here. Oh yeah, there's one more. I keep forgetting things. Minor things. Like where required boss. Thank you, my health football. Right as I get freaking back to... Yeah. Yeah, those little footballs, the H and the E footballs, they do not drop as often as I would like, unfortunately. That's a kind of a pain, to put it mildly. Yeah, because it's a disc system game, you have to physically flip-flop the sides of the disc. I mean, I'm using an FDS stick because... I mean, I don't have the wherewithal, and I don't have extra discs to load on translated copies of games. But yeah, you gotta go with that on the. Yeah, you have to flip it. You have to, yeah, on a disc system. There's a, yeah, you gotta take it. You gotta press a button to take the. Disc out, you gotta flip it around and stick it right in for a disc system game. and it makes a big ol' when you put it in, it makes a big ol' ka-thunk sound. And then, you know, if I was using an actual disc system, you might actually be able to, since my microphone is kind of close to the FDS that I have. You would hear like some whirring and, you know, clicking sounds at it as the mechanism, you know, does its disk drive stuff. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, no, it's all on one disc. They never, I mean, nobody licensed ever did multiple discs. Square was gonna do it with a game called Seiken Densetsu, which they canceled right around the time that they oh shit. This is the wrong place. I'm dumb. I'm done. I went to the wrong place. But anyway, but yeah, Square was gonna do it. They were gonna call the game. Well, Nintendo did these. Nintendo came closest. They had these visual novels where they released part 1 at one point, and then they released the part 2 like a few months later, but they're all like hyper Japanese in their focus, and they haven't been translated except for although a couple of them are the Tantai Club games that haven't been translated because there's a Super Nintendo version of the game. So, but yeah, no one really ever did it where it would be like, oh hey, you buy 2 discs and swap around as you move through the game. Since this is a chumpier part of the game, my pea shooter here actually, well, not pea shooter, since this weapon cost me like thousands of dollars. And yeah, that's right, Moe Head, because Konami. Oh, goodness gracious. And, oh. Yeah, the thing of it is that this game's a little bit excessive in how much you have to swap the old discs. That it's kind of a pain, this game. Most disc system games you don't really have to. Unless you're like saving. Yeah, see? 3,000 smackers. Yeah, that's the thing. That's again, this is simple. This is peculiar. This is like very rare for disc system games that I've played. Normally in the disc system games that I've played, you only have to flip it when you like save or if you get close to the end of the game. But this is kind of out there in terms of the loading times. And it is definitely a pain in the ass, but this is, yeah. because I think that what it boils down to is that Konami, for sanity's sake, probably should have released this as a cartridge, but they didn't. I don't know why. But yeah, that's, I mean, the biggest drag on the game is that, yeah, I'm like swapping discs like constantly. Yeah, because that's... Oh, okay. And we're going to get a double dose because I'm going to sit. Okay, that was a blink. My setup now is kind of not entirely stable. Yeah, because... PS5 on my right? No. That's the box to the limited run edition to Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. That's the only thing on my right here. That's, I think, is on the camera. Anyway. I did. Yes, I still have money to... Yeah, limited run games, yeah, they tend to do like a... Well, with Scott Pilgrim, they did like 3 editions. They did that. They did one in just a normal Switch game case. Then they did this super big deluxe version that I don't even think is hit yet. That has like this big display box and yeah, that's good old limited run games. Because now that I have a Switch, I feel comfortable actually pre-ordering their games, and it's kind of dangerous. Okay. So we're gonna go. Oh my god, these hands. These goddamn hands. Suit. Yes. Yep. Money drops are in a coin purse. Oh, god damn it. I hate that attack that freezes me. Yeah. Yeah. Money drops are shown in this game visually by being purses. Because apparently Konami was like, you know what? We don't want to... Konami apparently seems to have thought that, yeah, we don't want to bother... bother making, you know, sprites for multiple different types of cash, so we'll just do like a coin person. You know, let the player sort it out. Oh, goodness. Oh, crap. Destroyed my money bag. Okay, so let me... Yeah, no. So, let's see. We're going this way. Oh my god. Well, that was not good. Well, no, I'm not gonna use healing magic right yet, because you know what? Shit. Yeah, because the enemies in this level, they drop enough coin to where I don't feel so bad like using the angel arms. Because in the earlier stages, it was just like, yeah, no, buddy. Oh my god, the checkerboard pattern here on the floor. Really, because those dancing paw prints, those are random encounters. But, yeah, angel arms, yeah. No, the angel arm is the, no, is not those bad guys. Those bad guys are called, the arms are called, they're called Goopa. Yeah. Yeah, they're called Goopa. You know. Probably means something in Japanese. But, you know. Yeah. I keep talking about angel arms. That's the the fairy, the $3,000 fairy item. Oh goodness. Okay, so I'm 4K. Now I'm up to 5K. Oh crap. want that money. I need the money. No. Yay, we're almost to the last thing in this little dungeon that I need. It's gonna make my life a lot less horrible. Ooh, another level, God. Look at me. Yeah, these enemies are dropping tons of gold and freaking tons of experience. I'll give them that much. Oh, frig. Oh, wow. So, that's a piece of armor. So, let's take a moment. Look at my defense rating. Notice that it says 62. We're going to see something here. After picking up that piece of armor, it's now 197. Yeah. This last piece of armor. Yeah. Now they can barely goddamn touch me. Yeah, that's the last piece of armor. That's the last armor upgrade in the game. And it goes from... The defense rating goes from like 40-something to 140-something. Oh, I don't think... Yeah, it would have been nice had their logic had them play like that, but I don't think that Konami was quite thinking that way. But it would have been cool. It absolutely would have been cool. Okay, so let's get out of Dodge here. Okay, so we are done with this delightful place forever. Thank goodness, because I've gotten all the money, I've gotten all the upgrades, so let's see here. Oh crap, so... Now that, so... Because there's a dungeon... But yeah, they are not doing any damage to me now. Now things have Yeah. Even these guys. Look at this. I'm able to walk. I mean, they're not doing shit for damage now. Yeah. This barrier suit, yeah, has turned the tables substantially in my favor. Yeah, it was worth it taking the multi $3,000 hits to get this last piece of armor, because I am rocking now. So this delightful place ahead, in front of me, it doesn't have anything useful. So we can skip that. This is why I like having maps, because I would have been some pissed had I gone through there to only find an item I already have. But this here is the final town in the game. So we're gonna have to switch sides again, because, you know, of course. Of course! No, because I don't need to, because I have the strategy guide. What? Ducks in the pond, yes, ding dong. What? 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 I don't understand that entire sequence there with that guy. I don't understand. Okay, so what I intend to do. Well, first off, I better pause before I get to it. So I got a staff from that guy, so so I have to go to World 4, which luckily I do have an entrance there to trade that. So what first gonna do is trade the staff, because there's sub items you gotta a whole kind of secondary bit of business with trading things, and this is the last sequence here. So we're gonna finish that off because the end is nigh. This is going to take me to the 4th world. And I need to go to village in the 4th world. Luckily, I shouldn't have to. Oh. Alrighty. Will you please? So. Okay, so no, I don't need to go that way. Ow! Hitboxes, how do they work? Okay. So, into this town. Where is the person that I'm trading? So. I did, you jerk. Okay, so I'm gonna need that wand in a little bit later after the old boss fight. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna go back to our main hub area. Dot some I's and cross some T's here before I take on the final boss. So, done forever with World 4. Because, what do I do? Do I need to... No, I do not need to trade that wand for anything. So... First of all... Excuse me, gonna go after more of those angel arms to stock up for the final bit of fun here. Oh, hey. Health football. That was nice of you, game. Oops. Oh, hey. Oh, Esper football. Wow, game. You're being so generous all of a sudden. Is it because you Oh. Is it because you realize that I'm basically just, you know, tooling around here in the early part of the game because I am gearing up to frickin' beat the game. Is that why? Okay, so I have 11 angel arms. I have 3 life bulbs. I have plenty of supplies to take on the final boss. I just have to get there. So, let's get there. Problem is, plenty of disc side switches here because, yay. The biggest flaw in the game. Ooh. And I gained another level, so that's helpful. Yeah, the enemy choices are kind of weird in this game. In the third world, there are various colors of ducks. Yes, you heard me right. I said ducks. Well, more like pelicans, given their huge beaks, but still, yes. And they are incredibly weak, especially at this stage of the game. And they are a pain in the ass to hit. Oh. Yeah, they're jerks. They've got they have ulterior plans. That's what it boils down to. And some of the color schemes, though, for the ducks are pretty wild, because one's a standard duck, you know, white feathers, orange bill. Another one is gray. I called those dirty ducks. And there's there were ducks with white feathers and, you know, hot, you know, like almost neon green beaks and you know, what have you. I called those atomic ducks because they looked like they were radioactive. Yeah, so it was yeah, it was a time. But anyway, we are back to the last world. Gonna get this damn thing done here. Not even sure why I'm grabbing money. Since okay, so let's load up the map. Oh my goodness, we have a trek. Okay, so let me see. What's the best path here? Okay, that's actually, yeah. So, a lot of this damn level is just, yeah, I'm looking at the map for this dungeon, and yeah, there's a lot of empty fucking space that's just there to troll the player. There's like, there are like basically 4 general quadrants. There's the quadrant I am, there's the quadrant to the, to what is it? Yeah, to the left, which gets me to the top left quadrant where the boss is, and then there's this 4th quadrant on the top right, which is just complete bullshit and runs you around. Yeah, that's the overworld for World 5. Because that first town where I've been saving, that's like our kind of like our hub world. And then you go to each of the I've gone to each of the 4 you know, each of the 5 worlds you go to from there, and then the overworld, and then dungeons. Yeah. But yeah, for this, yeah, because they all have like a theme. Because the first world area was like a big, like an oversized house. Like I don't know, like you know, on cartoons when they always like, you know, you know, in the 70s and 80s when they'd shrink the characters down and they'd be tiny in a normal sized world. That's basically, that was the theme of the first big world. The second world, which we've seen, is kind of like a foresty world with, you know, with dungeons and what have you. And then the third world was an ice world. The 4th world was a kind of like an island world, and this 5th world is this checkerboard this chess motif. So yeah, and you see this floor here? You see how there's like spikes on the floor? Yeah, that does hurt you every single step. And here's the best part. What was it? The world... It was either the World 2 or the World 3 boss. The boss fight was entirely on a bed of spikes like this. Yeah. That was some interesting times. Okay, so... Okay, so that's another... Yeah, that's another turn I don't want to take. Well, yeah, yeah, thanks for stopping in, Turbojet Nitro. I will see you next time I see you, and thanks for dropping in. Okay, so going up here. Oh god. And we're going across a bed of spikes. Okay, let's... Oh, you gotta be fucking shitting me. Oh, great. So, I hope this doesn't mean that the final boss is on a bed of spikes. I do not want a final boss on a bed of fucking spikes. Oh, let's see what I can do here. Please, no bed of spikes. No. Oh! God damn it, Garrett, you fool. That was probably bad. Oh no, it only booted me right out of the room, but at least it's not bed of spikes. It's a fucking big old chessboard, because of course. Oh my goodness, what is your... Oh my goodness, he just rocked my world. But I have... Holy shit. Ooh, he fucking landed right on top of me. Oh my goodness, I'm down to 7. Oh, hey, look at that! Final boss is a fuck you! So I have the 5th capsule. Aren't ice special. Oh crap on a stick. So what am I thinking of? Oh wow. Look at that. All the enemies are gone. We get our Dragon Warrior 1 ending where the overworld has been cleared of the evil. Isn't that nice? Oh, helps to set side A. Because the gist of the final secret is that to get out of this storybook, this crazy storybook world, we gotta go to the clock here. And it has to be the right time. The 5:15 or whatever that somebody said. Yeah, 5:45. Garnet, when brought together in a clock stand, will open the door. Yeah, so So basically, since I have the, the wand and the garnet, might as well, even though it's a complete save, I mean, might as well. What the hell? No more enemies, nothing to do, but hey, at least I can load this up and say, hey, I beat this motherfucker. So, he's like, he thinks about it for a second. No, I'm out of here. So, oh, and of course, we're gonna have the, was it all just a dream ending? But of course, no, Yeah, that's a very simple ending. Unless there's something else going on here after the staff roll. But, so, of course there's a ton of people on. Alrighty, yeah, very simple ending, wow. I'm not shocked because, and of course it's one of those where button presses don't do shit because, that's how that's your standard NES bit of business here. So, yeah, I mean, kind of a anticlimactic ending, but again, I mean, what can you say? This game, it's fun. The thing of it is that it's really hampered by being on the disc system because it is way short. There aren't that many pieces. There aren't that many items, really. I think the big issue. Excuse me. Here, I just want to rub my eye, real professional like. The big issue is that all the loading times, the switching back and forth from town to overworld and everything, all those disc swappings. That's the big point of drama. That and the fact that without the right upgrades, the enemies fucking annihilate you. And I can imagine I can imagine that, yeah. I mean, if you don't know to, because the first, what was it? The first two streams, I was racking up the deaths, just powering through before getting angel arms and before being cautious. And that's no way to go through life with this game. You gotta do death avoidance big time. Big time. And get those angel arms. Have a nice stock of those and just be smart about it. You kind of have to be strategic, but yeah, I mean, it's fun, but it's definitely limited by the disc format. But I mean, I know there's a sequel that's supposed to be much better. That's a cartridge that came out like a couple of years later. Um, at some point, I'll get to that. But since I promised that, since I vetoed the since I vetoed everybody on Twitter's vote, next time around it will be Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 1. What that does mean that yeah, there's going to be a how shall I put it? How should I put this? There's going to be a slightly it is the single game rarest game I own. You're like, what the fuck? Spider-Man 2? Well, we'll get to that towards the end of the game. You'll see what I'm getting at towards the end of that game. But that's what I'll be starting up tomorrow. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to raid oh Jesus. Did he? Oh my goodness. Well, now I gotta find somebody else to raid because it looks like Sane just freaking dropped off the universe here. Well, that's great. While I was watching, while the end credits were doing its thing, I was like looking for people, and I was gonna go for Sane with Thunderfoot Bros, but it looks like he's ended his stream, and I was just watching it. So hold on a second, let me see who we're gonna hit up here, because yeah, so I guess we're gonna go to, with my first choice having not panned out. That was all of a sudden. Yeah, that's really weird. But anyway, with that having not panned out, I'm gonna hit up Red Ox. Looks like she's playing Mario 2, so let's pop in on her. Let's get that raid fired up. Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, same was just I mean just yeah, whatever. Let's get the raid going. I want to thank everybody that popped in, did their lurky bits, all that fun stuff. And I will see you all later. No. Somewhat later here once the raid gets ready.